Okay guys, we're carrying on with this rating climb thing where I'm not playing against people, but I'm just working through games completely blind, played by my chess.com friends who are in 100-point rating bands. So next victim is Pugsley_MO, who's rated 1137 after this game, and they are playing Jamie JF, rated 1133, and we're just going to dive in. So this is Pugsley's most recent rapid game. And we have the Kruijs opening, is it, from white with pawn to e3. A little bit off the wall. Okay, e5 is what I would play. Oh, and queen out to here. Queen f3. Now this is already goofy. Now, clearly we don't have b6. Okay, also the idea, I mean, what you would normally do, and we see this in the Goering, in the Danish, for example, from the other side of the board, is when the queen goes onto here, you want to get your knight here. Now, maybe part of the idea of e3 is that you can't do that. So, what are we going to do? My thought would be knight on f6, develop this pawn, and then smack. Abuse the queen. So I would play knight f6 here, I think. I mean, or d5. D5 is perfectly okay as well. Okay, we get d5 from black. Good. Okay, we've now got two attackers on this pawn. We've only got one defender in the form of the queen. So knight f6, I think, solves our issue and prepares bishop to g4. That's what I will play. Good. Good. We have b3 from white, preparing this, which, when the knight moves, will be a discovered attack on an undefended pawn. So knight c6 would make sense here, but this is a free move, right? Free move. Queen can't retreat. Can't go there or there or there or there, because knight takes, or there. So I think this will force queen g3. I guess when we could try h5, h4. We could put our bishop on d6 with the idea of pushing that as well. But yeah, I think definitely bishop g4. Okay, plays that bishop move first. Undefends this pawn. But I get it, you know, I think white spotted this threat, which is still a couple of moves away. And of course, you know, if we ever push this, it comes with tempo anyway. In fact, I didn't even consider that move. Pawn to e4 might have been a move there. I just completely overlooked it. Okay, fianchettos anyway, and now surely bishop g4. No, black is not thinking offensively in this way. But what they are thinking about is, oh, he's fianchettoed his dark squared bishop, I'm going to line up, you know, my queen and my dark squared bishop to winkle out this little sniper from his nest. But I do think he's overlooked an opportunity there. Okay. And yes, this is the other downside of this bishop move. I didn't see that. I did not see that. Right, we've just undefended the pawn there. Okay, now our queen is hit, and we have to defend c7. This is one of the issues. So queen here or queen here. I think maybe queen d8 so that we're not blocking the bishop, because I still like that move. Oh, he trades off. Okay. Right, now we can't... Oh, yeah. Actually, maybe there was something really fundamentally wrong with this move, which is dropping that. No, because we still got a pawn there. Okay. Yeah. So this move now would have been fine, because queen can't be the first to take. But after knight takes knight, then we've got an issue, as we see here. Okay, so now this bishop has to defend b7. So I think the move c6 is reasonable here. You know, it's not severely weakening us. It is hampering the knight, or maybe knight c6. I think maybe knight c6, then with the option of bishop to here with tempo, yeah? I know he goes back to this plan. Goes back to, I don't want to let you long castle, I'm going to do this. Gives up another pawn. Okay, so now knight c6. And what I think black would quite like to long castle. Maybe bishop d7 is coming. Okay, so the queen's not hit, but this bishop is attacked twice, so something has to be done. White is up 2 pawns, just simply due to oversights, right? But it's 2 pawns. It's not a losing difference. And white has the issue of their queen is out on the board. They're going to have to do something. Now, this bishop really needs to defend this diagonal, right? But, oh, it's just going to take here, surely. Oh, 3 pawns down. Yeah, of course. What's going on? Now, do we have the option of this? It's the queen and the c pawn, which is what black just did to us, but our rook's hanging. Not good. Rook g8 then. Yep. Now the bishop comes away. Oh dear. This is on the sloppy side. Especially with 9 minutes 27 left on your clock. I mean, I'm going through this a lot quicker. Well, I'm not. I'm going through this quickly. You're going through this even quicker. Okay, this is attacking the rook. But you could have attacked that with the bishop as well. Makes the rook move, then the bishop has to move again, I guess. Hitting the rook. He's got an in-between check if he wants it. But I guess now we can block that with bishop e6. There you go. Okay, white now throws the pawn up. Okay, so the idea of this is to get the bishop out. I get that. Yeah, wants to get the bishop out. Probably to b5 pinning the knight. This hits the rook and it's goodbye long castles. But then after bishop c3, it's goodbye short castles as well. But also, that bishop hangs. How long's that been hanging? It moves there. We go here, which attacks the bishop. Oh, this is a fork. I didn't even see that. What is wrong with me today? Goes there. That's check. We have to block. And now we win the bishop. Well done. Well done. Okay, all is forgiven. It's something that I didn't know as well, so well done. Alrighty. My inclination, I think still this. Make the rook move, make the king move. And the point of that is not so much that the king's going to be particularly weak in the middle of the board, but that this rook's now going to have a harder time getting out into the board. Maybe. Not much harder, but I would still go with that tactic. Okay, black chooses to castle. Okay, this does not lose a pawn. So black is now down 3 pawns but up a bishop, so it's all very equal. And, right, white has just announced he wants to castle. So I would still do this. If not, just this, because the pawn can't block. Okay. And he castles. So, yeah, black has definitely overlooked that. Okay. This is confusing me. I'm hoping he wants to bring his knight to d5 because he can't go there or there. Queen defends. He can't get there. Rook defends. I'm hoping that's your plan. Right, now knight d5. Good. Okay, we're hitting the c3 pawn, which white misses. So now knight takes c3, hitting the queen. Good. Downside is maybe this. But then we can take that, maybe drop the bishop back to there. Okay, white misses that one. Okay, and now he sees this move, and now he forks with it. Wow, gosh. The thing that stands out to me is that number 816. I'm not sure what game this is. This is a 10-minute. 10-minute, no increment. Brothers spent less than 2 minutes, right? Including a bunch of blunders. Let's have a quick look at the game review, because I'm sure there were several blunders in all of that. On both sides. There was quite a bit of missed stuff. Some stuff that I missed as well. Okay, 1 blunder each and 1 miss, but oh dear, Jamie got marked down to 500 on that one. 1350 for Pugsley, who's our man. So let me just flip the board. Pugsley's our man on 1350. So what have we seen from this? Well, we saw white get a big advantage. White can win a pawn through an eventual pin. Was it just this? So yeah, there was, like, it's less so much now about hanging pieces, but certainly counting attackers and defenders seems to be an issue. I think I would have probably guessed, if I'd just seen the game and didn't know the ratings, that it would be about this. There's definitely, we're definitely above the 1,000 territory. I say definitely. The engine didn't rate Jamie's performance anywhere near 1,000. Yeah, and you're starting to see the, some of the more subtle differences as well between this and, because this is like the lower level of intermediate, going up to, 1700, 1800 being the top level of intermediate. Yeah, curious. It is a curious one. I mean, goofy opening from white to start with. Yeah, well, see, the problem with this move is the hanging of that pawn, which white misses. So definitely marked by missed opportunities. And yeah, I think just on principle, I do like this idea of c6. Just go for this S shape, right, and so that you know that your pawns are well protected. Black appeared to play by rule a little bit, I think, at this point, with this idea of shifting that dark squared bishop. It's not necessary to go straight for it right now. Particularly, I mean, I don't know what the computer thought of this idea at this point. So this is 1.4 in black's favour. Here, still in black's favour to some degree. The queen has to go to g3. But this was never played, right? We could push the pawn there if we wanted to. Computer still says g6, c6. The other idea about this is that, you see when that knight comes out? The c-pawn move guards this and this. So you're reinforcing that pawn on d5. You're also covering b5 and just preventing this knight from having any useful forward movement as well. So that's just one of those little kind of, it makes this move, it gives this move future usefulness, which appears to be, I think, more and more of a feature. It's less about the one move or two move tactics as you climb through the intermediate levels as it is about playing moves that may not have an obvious value now, but are improving your position. What we call positional play. Not my speciality, but it's something that I'm trying to work on, particularly through the Chess Bootcamp sessions with James and Craig and Colin as well. So 3 stronger players, like 2,000 rated players, that I'm learning from on a weekly basis now. Okay, so yeah, we give up this pawn. Yeah. And white is just a little bit better now. We have to trade, and trading was right. Yeah, again, I don't like this. What's the computer saying? The computer's saying knight c6, or a6, or then c6. But they're all pretty close. But this, again, it's an idea, but it's not good. And why is it a blunder? Because if bishop takes a3, and queen takes, right? Queen takes e5 with check. Bishop e6 blocks, yeah. Oh, yeah, it all falls apart. Just kind of loose, isn't it? That's my feeling. Now, is that easy to see? Well, you see the queen's the only defender of that bishop and the only defender of that pawn, and that pawn itself is attacked twice. So yeah, we're playing with a very weakened position here. Okay, but anyway, so again, but here you can see, look, what move are we on here? Okay, it's only move 7, right? But nobody's made a move to castle. We could have castled. I mean, I guess black can castle here. In fact, castles is the best move for black here. Get the king to safety. Attack this queen. So I am getting a feeling of kind of a lack of solidity, which of course you have to balance with tactics and other things. But black's position was very ropey here, and he only got saved really by, I would say, even sloppier play from white. But, you know, fair play to Pugsley. He played above his rating. So, you know, well done. All a bit frustrating though, isn't it? Still. But, you know, look, this is 1100. I play games at 1500 that are just like, that was an absolute dog's dinner of a game as well. So, you know, we all play dumb stuff. But to be at this point in a game, if you're going to play games this quickly, why aren't you playing 5-minute blitz or 3-minute blitz, right? You shouldn't be at this point in the game having spent 28 seconds of your time. So shame on you for that. Otherwise, it's reasonable, you know. I'll give it to you. But yeah, join me next time. We're going to have a look at some 1200s. We may even, you know, jump around a bit after this. If you like the format, please let me know in the comments. If you think it sucks, please let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you later.